Hello and welcome back to our Shattered Balance campaign in Crusader Kings 2 with the HIP mod. In our last episode we conquered Crete from Armenia, the previous owners of it, and we also declared our latest holy war, which is for the Duchy of Sicilia, which is actually a really good duchy. I think it's 8 counties. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if we were looking to move our capital duchy at any point, it might be a reasonable choice. Since we're going to take it completely from people of a foreign religion in a holy war, it means we'll be able to hand out all of the titles, or not hand them out, as we see fit. But I don't think we really want to move our capital, certainly not to a fairly isolated duchy on sort of the fringes of our realm. I think it's better to have a central capital. It's a good piece of land though, and we will end up with a powerful vassal over here once the recently conquered penalties wear off. Anyway, let's unpause and continue our sieges, of which we are doing many. And we had a daughter. Let's hope she is good. No, she's sickly and has no special congenital traits. Alright. Well, let's get our other daughter educated with somebody for some opinion. Apulia will be fine. I believe I also said recently that if we were not able to form a custom empire with our previous character, then I would probably just create the Roman Empire with this one. And I think I will do that, but we are going to wait for a little while before doing that. We're being called in by Cartley against a host. Well, I'll accept. Just because I want to change the succession laws first. I'm going to change to elective monarchy, I think. And if we were to create the empire title now, it would inherit the succession of our kingdom title, which is currently primogeniture, and we wouldn't be able to change it for 10 years. But yeah, based on the age at which we inherited and our current prestige, I think it's very unlikely that we're going to be able to form a custom empire title on this character. Anyway, back to this war. We do know that there's a fairly large army of, I think, 15,000 or so from this guy down here that is potentially floating around somewhere, which we do need to be aware of. We have 21,000 troops of our own in Sicily, so we should be able to defend against him if he chooses to land them somewhere in this area. Okay, that war is over. We are also in this other war against Carinthia, being called in by our allies in Pannonia, which also seems to be going pretty well. Ooh, and speaking of exactly that thing I was speaking of, we are being attacked here. It looks like we probably have a pretty good chance of winning this, even without reinforcing it, but I am going to reinforce just to be on the safe side. We'll just take half of the nearby stacks because I don't want to give up all the siege progress that we have. That should do it. And my mother has died of severe stress and is no longer our chancellor. So I guess we'll appoint you our husband. And who do we need to send you to? Let's check our realm tree here. You don't matter because you're in prison. I suppose you? He's not of age yet, but he is 12 years old, so it won't hurt to have him be well disposed towards me once he comes of age. Oh, and we have a new Duchessa of Achaia. So that means our Duchessa of Achaia is no longer in prison. And in fact, she is probably a higher priority target for our Chancellor. But for now, I'll just give her a gift and an honorary title so that she isn't immediately annoyed with me. She, of course, is a lucky ruler, so has a permanent minus 30, and she also has minus 30 from ambition. Though she's not actually ambitious. I'm not sure what exactly is generating that modifier, but either way. Okay, so that battle went fine. And we won the follow-up as well. And captured a mare. I'll actually have that stack remain there since the existing army is kind of depleted from the phase of that battle where they were holding out on their own. Okay, we have another 1,300 troops or so there, which is not too much of an issue. We rounded up everyone we could find. What should we do with them? This is just the usual event, but they have a new picture now, which is nice. We could potentially lose Diligent with this one, or... yeah, we'll just clap their leader in irons, that's fine. That's what I usually do. We are still ill, of course, but with the health bonus from being strong and having hunting focus, we should be okay. Unlike our previous ruler. Okay, so sieges are coming in pretty quickly now. We're up to 55%. And it looks like he is the Sultan of Africa here is ferrying his troops over in fairly small groups. So the amount that he has here right now is not a problem, but we probably should go and fight that army before it gathers to a problematic size. Okay, so we're no longer ill, which is great. So I think we'll take this 8,000 or so, which should be a reasonable amount to attack him despite the straight crossing here. Oh, and he landed an army just at exactly the wrong time there, at least from my perspective. We already have him at sort of half morale. I don't know if... yeah, this looks like it's going to go badly for us. I don't think we'll get reinforcements there in time either. So we should try and get out of this. Okay. On the other hand, though, if we're retreating to here and he wants to follow me across the strait, I will quite happily send reinforcements. For that battle. Alright, everyone get in there. Screw the sieges. Okay, we are about to overtake him on numbers, and it looks like this is going pretty well for us. And in fact, we got enough war score from that battle to end the war. Unfortunately, we didn't get this. At least we didn't get the top holding and one of the cities in this county, which is kind of annoying. Unfortunately, we are going to just have to deal with that. Let's go ahead and use our distribute recently acquired land button. It looks like this way he is going to get all of the lower holdings in each county as well, so maybe we'll just go ahead and give all of these out manually. Not sure if I did this with the previous land we took in Holy Wars or not, but if not, I probably should have. I mean, it may not be a big deal, I suppose. And we also gained Malta over here, so we'll give this away too. Okay. We'll give it to a random new noble. Just give them all to random new nobles. And let's see, the duchy title is not usurpable right now because the current holder is of another religion and still holds land within it, which is pretty annoying. So we may have to actually use another holy war to take this county because we won't be able to press the ducal claim. Well, that's fine. I suppose we'll deal with that when the time comes. Unfortunately, that's put us right up to our vassal limit almost. So I guess the deal here is it's currently occupied by the Pope, and we weren't hostile to the Pope, so we couldn't have sieged this anyway. So in fact, if this ends up being taken in the Crusade, then we might not be able to take it in a holy war. My husband asked me for a fief of his own. You're the king. You'll mention a church career. I don't know if that's working as intended, that my husband asks me for fiefs of his own, but I don't think he really should. So yes, our latest daughter was not really amazing. I think we do have one pretty good daughter, if I remember. She's quick and has pretty reasonable stats. Unfortunately has a hair lip, but that's not too big a deal. So I think once we have elective, we'll probably be electing her. Unless we have another daughter, we're only 37. We probably could have another one or two. Not necessarily daughter. Obviously a son would also be fine. For some reason we are hostile to a whole bunch of these people who we're not at war with. Which I think is some kind of a bug. I believe I've had this happen before and then just reloading the game fixed it. Was that my daughter dying? And we stole some technology. It was my youngest daughter. Well, she was sickly. Okay. So hopefully this whole everyone being hostile thing won't cause us any immediate problems. And I'll reload the game after this episode and we should be fine. So our Duke of Paphlagonia and Duchessa of Anatolia are in a faction here. We should probably do something about them. Probably... Oh, you've already been bribed. How about you? Hopefully that will get you out of the faction, please. Maybe not. It's fine though, it's not in any danger of firing anytime soon, and she did get out of it. So we would like to also revoke this second, or third I suppose, county from our capital duchy here. Which I suppose we should be able to do right now, or at least try to. Alright, let's see how this goes. Okay, war it is apparently. Not unexpectedly. That actually should be fine for this one county. She also has this county over here. Which we'll deal with that way. Okay, we have a Sunni revolt in Drepanon down here. Okay, well, we do have our retinue over here, which is useful. Don't want to end up running into these other mysteriously hostile armies, though. This county is plains, and there is a river crossing between both of the provinces. Okay, well, we can deal with a river crossing, I think. My granddaughter threw up on me while we were dining. Ew. You want to marry my sister? Yeah, okay. I guess that's fine. Cement our alliance. One of my courtiers has criticized the strategies and tactics I've been employing during this war, so we can say that our 14-year-old half-sister is criticizing our strategies and tactics. We, who are a brilliant strategist, with one of the highest martial scores probably in the world. We can say that she has a point, giving +10 general opinion, which actually would be very useful, or we could say that nobody questions me. I think I'll just swallow my pride and take the +10 general opinion, actually. Though obviously she's completely wrong. Okay, so we have 2100 versus 19. I think we would be well advised to just raise the local levies here. Just to make sure that the numbers are well in our favor. Okay, so that should be just fine, even with the river crossing. And we are going to have to follow for one more battle, which should be also fine. Fishing industry is experiencing a boom. For some reason the population of fish has grown dramatically, significantly increasing the amount of fish available. So we get fishing boom in one of our counties, giving us extra tax and levy reinforcement rate and lower building costs. Okay. Well, we have defeated the Sunni Uprising. And we'll, of course, execute the perpetrator. We are subject to a hostile siege here, which is not a problem. And also here, which is actually not a problem either. It doesn't have the numbers to siege even that one. We'll leave them be here. Oh, we could actually lose diligence doing this, which I believe I noticed before. It is only a very small chance, but probably we shouldn't risk it. It seems that Armenia is at war with Cyprus. De jure war over Montferrand. Is that here? No? I don't think it's any of the counties on the island of Cyprus. Cyprus, of course, also owns this land up here. I don't know. Who knows? Okay, well, we are about out of time for this episode, so we'll have to finish this war in the next one, hopefully without any of these hostile armies all over the place. So thanks for watching, and join me again then.